Take It With The Programming. I'm Chase Ingram.
I'm Captain America.
And along with me is Bill Grundler. It's been a minute. God, I hate when that happens.
Just a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes.
Life gets in the way, man.
Shit happens. It's all right.
But a lot of cool shit has happened over the last 10 days. We had the Crash Crucible, which Bill and team and Savan podcast broadcasted so well, and the event was so fun, and all that went down, and we'll probably recap that later this week. And then Affiliate Con with Best Hour of Their Day was in Dallas this past weekend, and it was phenomenal. It was just straight affiliate owners and coaches and managers everywhere with amazing speakers. I got to see Kelly Starrett, Chris Hinshaw. Like, hearing Kelly Starrett talk, I haven't heard that guy talk in a year.
It's been a while, huh?
Been a while, and it was just so great.
He's so good. He's such a personable guy.
Yeah.
And he does, I think, in the mobility, flexibility, stability realm, what Greg did with like CrossFit and fitness and health. Like he takes all of the stuff and just brings it down to where you're like, cool, let's just rap out about it.
Yeah.
You feel just as smart as he does when he's talking. You're like, cool.
And it was great because and he talked so much about the power of the CrossFit methodology, what it does. And it was really cool to just see that back with him again and just everybody else. So that was super fun. And I love what Best Hour does for the affiliates, and they have a great product and service that they do that. Then the Sport of Fitness podcast debuted last week.
How nervous were you? I'm okay. I'm going to say it. This is not a cut.
Okay.
You sounded so like, I know when you're nervous. You sounded nervous.
I was so nervous.
More nervous than when you've been on like ESPN and CBS, like definitely more than that. It was for me, and it's because I know you so well. It didn't come across that way, but I know you so well. I was like, oh man,
bro, my heart rate was like 190. I didn't eat that day. I drank way too much coffee, and it is one of the most nervous I have been for a show or a broadcast. Top three.
Without a doubt.
First time we went on ESPN, that was probably number 2. The first time I went live
ever
at the games, that was number 1.
Yeah, of course.
But bro, it was, and here's some backstory. So if you guys want a little peek behind the curtain, the night before, because like, hey, Tia's coming on. We're going to debut. We're going to San Jose. Also, hey, how pumped are you it's in San Jose?
Dude, that's cool. I'm stoked.
Backyard, bro.
I broadcasted it that with Sean at that location.
Oh, for the Invitational.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we did it at San Jose, the college. Didn't we do it at the college?
Yeah.
For the regional.
The regional. Yeah.
All right. 2 behind the curtain. Well, we'll do I'll do podcast behind the curtain, and then one that we know so well is a story from I think we mentioned this on a Rush Moment episode of that regional. Was that 20?
That was
2013.
That was
2013.
That was when my knee was done, right?
Yeah, that's when you
that was 2014.
Out like the week before.
2014.
Was it 2014?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was 2014.
Oh, believe me, I know that date. I know that date.
All right, so I'll do podcast behind the story real quick. The night before, Dave texts me and he is like, "Did anybody decide to like check where Tia actually is right now?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Well, she's in Australia." I was like, "Oh shit." It's not on me, but it is on me. All right. The cool thing is like I've been getting a lot of freedom for this. So like what we're doing and how we do it, like that's on me. I didn't think to look at that. And so I think I got this at like 8 p.m. the night before. And dude, talk about fire drill. I didn't sleep. That's probably why that added to my nervousness. I didn't sleep all night. I went to bed thinking we think she'll still do it. And she did.
Could have just put a little wig on.
3 a.m. She got up at 3 a.m. to do that.
That was I'm telling you, man. I've always said that I have been the biggest flipper on Tia.
Mm-hmm.
She just does more and more things where I'm like,
Bro.
okay, cool, man, you're cool. Like, right on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Corey. I'm glad you guys liked the show. What do you think about the top 10?
I thought it was cool. I was like, dang, how's he gonna? Because I know you talked about that kind of before, even like with some of our kind of things of
Yeah.
kind of. So I'm like, okay, pull that. Like, how is he gonna get 10 of those things? Like, you're gonna have to like.
All by myself.
Dude, that's crazy.
Just me looking at videos, and then, once I mean, everybody knows this, so you're looking at reels, and then I found
Right.
one reel is like someone doing a stupid human trick, which is kind of the fun part about this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then so those started flooding my algorithm, and I was like, okay, and I spent hours trying to find 10 videos. Now the hope is that people will catch on to this, because we want you guys to like send us your stuff,
Yeah.
right? So look, if you guys see anything out there, like DM it to me on Instagram, or either on my personal or on Get With Programming. And so that was super cool. But you know who sent me the most so far?
Spin.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to lean into him. Well, we talked about that. We're like, okay, if you're gonna do this, man, you got to pull him into the mix, because that guy,
Yeah.
his algorithms have got to be synced up to everything that there is to be synced up for that. Like he would be the guy for sure.
It was super fun. And I'm thinking about calling it just like the weekly top 10 feats of fitness.
Yeah.
So like there's some CrossFit stuff, there's some specialized there's things that all people who do CrossFit can appreciate from a fitness standpoint. And so this week, I'm excited about this week. I think I got a good lineup of 10 this week.
I'm gonna start sending you. You know the ones that I always get hung up watching. I get hung up watching crazy parkour stuff. I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Okay,
Dude, there is some crazy stuff that people do and somehow pull it off. And that, like, I know it's not like, 21, 15, 9, but it's wild.
And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Right? It's just something we see. And yes, like Matt Bishel running the back end of the show was awesome. And
is he running it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And then Griffin.
I just hung out with Matt. He came down to my gym.
Yeah. There's a guy here, Griffin Schaefer, who I guess you could download the actual like video off Instagram. So we just like pulled all this and put it together. And meanwhile, this whole Tia thing's going on.
Yeah.
So dude, it was, that's probably why I was nervous. I was like, this could be, because it was like, hey, let's run a level 1 promo video while we cut from me to when Tia comes on. Awesome.
Yeah,
let's talk about the Forge Elite Fitness thing that has come out before we pull in the top 10. So like none of that just happens.
Yeah.
So
and the other thing that I noticed, and this is new for you, you are very good when you have someone to play off of. You ask great questions all the time to your people, like anyone you have on the show or any guests that you have. If it's me and you, we can always kind of play back and forth, and I can help some stuff or whatever. If you have Dave on, you can do the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
When everyone left, and then you were just talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. He has to like talk into the ether right now. So like you are doing like what Sevon does when those guys do, where it's like, you just talk. And that is a unique skill.
I do not know how those guys do it like that.
Dude, it's because they've done it for a while now. They did not start off very good. Look at the way Souza. Look at the way Souza, when he started, he's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. But he's so smooth now. So like it was really interesting. It was really cool, as your friend, seeing that and seeing that next step, seeing that whatever that evolution is going to look like. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch.
It was super fun. So I'm not exactly 100% sure of what the first segment. So also, if you guys are watching, the Sport of Fitness podcast is going to go live every Wednesday at noon Central, which means Bill and I are going to have to move our shows.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Now we could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We could always do but then like the other thing too is that what I really wanted for this is when the games podcast first started back in 2021, when Dave put me in charge of that, is that we're live.
Right.
We're live. And then what was the fallout after that? Sevon does a recap show for an hour and a half about it. It was on the spin. It went on dense updates. Like that's what we want.
Right.
we want to break the news so everybody talks about the news that we broke and where it happened.
Massively needed.
It was awesome. So as we get going, obviously, we're all still figuring out our footing here and in the flow, but I don't know what the first segment is going to be, but the second segment, we're getting Dallin Pepper on the show.
Oh, dang.
And we're going to go a little bit what we're doing today. We're going to go by the events, maybe get a, one little key piece of the puzzle from Dallin for every single one. And then I'm going to make his ass pick who he thinks going to podium.
Oh, dang. Wow.
I was like, bro, put your analyst hat on because we're going to see what you got. So I think that'll be really fun.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be good.
And then speaking on that, of all the news we've been touching on, it is the Rogue Invitational dropping this weekend, which I'm super excited about. All about a couple hours ago, they just released their programming. Well, most of it, which I think will be fun in discussion. So we're just going to preview. We're going to see what they got. It's if you guys know Rogue, it's about straight down the middle Rogue Invitational programming. It's a collaboration between Josh Bridges, Chris Spieler, and Katie Henniger. All three work together. Katie Henniger was on Pedro's show on Coffee Pods and Wads last weekend. Talked about that, which is cool because I feel like in years past they have been very, very resistant or reluctant to talk that much about the event going into it.
I'll be proud enough to say that I think that our whole group is what has changed that landscape, because everybody's listening to, whether they like or don't like the people that are on the show or who's doing the show, they listen to everyone that's there. And so I think that a lot of the the players that be the Daves, the Katies, or whatever, they realize that, like, okay, this is the avenue now. So get on the show and you talk about the things and let everyone talk about it. And it is better. The more the more chatter that can happen, it's always going to be positive. Even especially if you have stuff that's very polarizing. Then you get even more talk about it, which is massive. So I think it's awesome. I think it's great that she got on there, especially with Peter. Actually, Peter had a big 2 days in a row with Austin and then Katie. That was crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Peter, back to back.
Right. It's really cool. It's really cool to see a lot of people just really starting to think about, obviously Savan's done what he's done for so long, but watching or knowing how long and how hard Peter has worked. I'm saying Peter as a more professional courtesy to him. Pedro has worked to this point because we used to be on his shows really when he was getting started.
Yeah, totally.
Always fun. And then obviously you got Shut Up and Scribble doing their thing. As you said earlier, like Souza is just coming online I feel like whoever has if you had to pick someone who had the most trajectory right now from an exponential standpoint, it feels like it's Souza.
When
speaking event.
Right, dude. He was there, and it was so funny because, like, when he showed the opening cut, and I don't know what the rest of his thing was. His opening cut was, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" That is not the Souza that I watched on the show, where he's just like spitting like gasoline and fire at the microphone, just ripping shit. And it was like,
all right, so we got to work on public speaking a little bit. I got it. But that was really cool. So there are 9 events, as we know now. Katie actually talked 9 events for the 2025 Rogue Invitational. 6 of them have been released. Not all of them have defined, I would say, details that are major details, things like weights, things like heights, distances, things of that nature, which we'll go through. But what I think is exciting that we'll do on the show today is maybe I'll try to flex your programming brain a little bit. It's like, what could be in this position? So event number 1, it is called Nessie. As if you guys, the Loch Ness Monster, Scotland, that whole deal, Nessie.
Did they have that before?
I don't know. It sounds like they should have had that at least last year. Obviously, this is the second year they've had it in Scotland. But
I gotta look. That sounds
it does sound a little too familiar.
Way too familiar. And then what's making me think, I'm wondering, did they do this one before?
Ooh, no. Oh, yes.
They
No.
did.
No.
With the log muscle up? Oh,
Yes,
that was
but
with
it's close. It's very close. Well, here's like I said, there's a lot of events here where you're like, "Have we done this?" It's like
Nessie. Maybe it was Nessa.
we've
I
done
can't
something
remember.
similar. Kevin Hoyle going over on Saturday. It's gonna be my first time
Oh,
seeing this
wow.
caliber of athletes in the flesh. Can't wait. That's awesome, Kevin. I hope you have a blast. That's actually a really good question if this is because the first time log bar muscle ups got put into the Rogue Invitational, it was in a chipper.
Right.
But I don't know if this is the same one. So it says 160 double unders, 80-meter handstand walk, 60 GHD sit-ups, 40 box jump overs, and then 20 or 16 log bar muscle ups. Now, the questions I have and the things that we need to know, do you think it's just going to be flat, regular double unders or heavy rope double unders?
I would have to say heavy. Like that we always talk about how the numbers should kind of match up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not seeing them match up. I mean, 160 double unders and 240 feet of handstand walking.
That's true. I was just thinking, yeah. Well, you also got to think like time frame, right? What are those going to be? That's a good question.
I mean, if you figure like what 2 minutes at each piece.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
an easy swath. You know what I mean? Just like general.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about right.
It is. Interesting. I'm trying to look at the events. So 2024, it was called Quicksand, North Sea Tiger, Braveheart, Hunting Haggis, Devil's Tail, the Duel, Gondola, Tightrope, Excavator.
God,
So
I know that I've heard this title somewhere before.
Yeah, maybe. But you know, the little play on words of some Scotland things.
Maybe it was us. I don't know.
So the other question is, okay, could it be heavy? Should it be heavy? I mean, 100. What on here is really the biggest thing that's going to slow you down physically, other than what is the height of the box jump over going to be? Because it's really just a big chipper right into the log jam that is the log bar muscle ups, which all these athletes, or saying most of these athletes, should be as proficient as you could be by now. Right? This implement is just what Rogue brings to the table. And if you haven't practiced it, then enjoy getting last because you should have been.
Right. Totally. Yeah, it's a good question. I wonder if they're going to go with their standard bar muscle bar, if they're going to go a little bit bigger with it or something different with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would venture to say, just with the way that Rogue usually goes, I could see it being a heavy rope.
I think they used heavy last year.
Yeah, I just think that, like, I mean, for these athletes, I mean, 160, like, dude, I'm actually getting pretty good at my double unders. I'm actually.
Are you? Well, it's because you're going barefoot now.
Why? Because I don't want to miss.
You have to be.
I know. But, like, I mean, like, it doesn't, like, that doesn't, like, 160 with all of these athletes, all of them have the capacity to do 160 unbroken.
Right.
And I think that
160 regular is almost like why?
Right.
160 heavy going into the handstand walk makes more sense.
Yeah. Get with it, Lucy. Pull it together.
Lucy, you're supposed to be on this show, by the way.
Pull it together.
I was trying to get her on the show, but I think she's driving. Says not all of us are at gyms that are prepared to put up a log for one athlete. Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
I get it. But I'm sure there's a tree outside somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Go find a tree branch. Make sure you wear like a thick sweater because that bark is going to be rough. 80-meter handstand walk. What do you think? They're going to do 20, 20, 20, back and forth a few times. We'll see. 80 GHs or 60 GH sit-ups. No one's going to get slammed. Brakes on. That's just a fatigue element to go into. Obviously, that'll affect your jumping with all the flexion. Then your hip flexors are going to be taxed. So you're not going to be as springy as you could be. And then all of that, right? There's a lot of hip flexor fatigue that will affect your bar muscle up that you'll need.
Right. I think that's more of what this is. I don't even think that I don't even really think that the box jumps the box jump over will be. You got to figure we have the two of the shortest next to Colton, two of the shortest ex-athlete programmers. They're not going to go, you know what, they should be doing 30s. That comes up to both of their shoulders. I think it'll be regular with the step down. Just because what they want is they want people to not stop.
True.
That's what I think they want to see what will happen when you get to the log.
Yeah, you don't want to see people taking big breaks or long pauses in between.
Yeah. And even that's why I still think that the double under with the heavy, just to kind of mess with the shoulders a little bit for the handstand walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nobody should have a problem with that.
Get that extra fatigue, then you hit the shoulders, and then whatever on the hip flexor, then you go to the log and see what we can pull together.
Interesting. The other side of it would be, hey, it's just regular double unders, guys. It's GC sit-ups. It's a 24-inch box, like you said, and like get to the bar as fast as you can because nobody's going to be out fitnessed or out skilled by the time they get there, and maybe just force the intensity to race that.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on what that log looks like. If it's the same log,
it's got to be the same. Why make it if you're not going to use the same one again?
Oh, because it's a log.
Well, I mean, true. That's true.
I mean, it's Rogue. They can make whatever they want.
That said, first event, let it go. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Log more muscles back. Event number 2, William Wallace.
Yeah, that's a cool
freedom fighter that was the inspiration behind the movie Braveheart that helped win Scotland its freedom against the evil English Empire. 3 rounds. 5 log clean and press, which is just, hang to overhead is what it's going to be. 215 and 150. It's really not that heavy. Honestly.
No.
40-foot yoke carry with, we don't know the weight.
That will be.
And then 1 power stair. I think Will is in this. That's what the power stair was. The power stair is what they used at the duel last year at the finish line. So basically it's like it's whatever weights stack with it looks like a TNT cartoon handle on it. And you basically just lift it up, hop on the next stair. There's 5 of them. So this is just more of the power output, odd object test for the weekend. They basically got 3 of them all in one. Oh yeah, it was you, Bill. Other Bill, not my Bill. My bill, but I did.
It's like they smashed the sprint with this one right here with that power stair in there.
True.
I kind of like this weird. It's kind of a cool weird one.
Yeah, the yoke's got to be heavy. 40 feet.
I think it's got to be way heavy.
It's got to be heavy. That power stair also has to be heavy. The clean and press isn't that heavy. 215 is nothing. It's just awkward.
It's just weird.
And it's really, and a little bit you just lap it, roll it, get it overhead. It's not that challenging. Now you could have control. The toughest, honestly, I think the toughest part about those is dropping it afterwards.
Right. Right.
And not breaking forearms.
The log it's got those handles that are set inside of it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, they're vertical.
Right.
In the hollowed out piece.
It's just weird because the front rack is the weird position. So, getting it up and going overhead, that's one thing, but how you bring it down, you're right. You got to throw your head way back and lean way back to have some sort of a catch.
Yeah.
To bring it back down to the, as you kind of come back down. That'll be an interesting way to see how they have it set up.
Now
if they have the pad set up on it, maybe.
They got to have pads.
Yeah.
And that is one thing I did see Lucy practicing the other day.
Nice job, Lucy.
And her descents were not great. I was like, listen, based off the last 2 videos I've seen of you with your front flip hamstrings. By the way, Lucy, I put you in the top 10 last week of all our gymnastic acrobatic fails. I was like, are you trying to break your wrist again? Please don't. I really like watching you compete. Please don't hurt yourself. Yoke carry, power stair. So the biggest things we need to know is how heavy is the yoke and how heavy is the weight of the power stair, because from what we see is if it's too light, this is kind of a Y event.
But okay, even with that though, I mean, this is going to be a power. Okay, so think about what I mean. What are you thinking? Like, I mean, shit, 5 minutes, 5-minute cap, 7-minute cap, maybe.
Yes, 5 log clean and press.
I mean, even if it's awkward, you're looking at give it a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, give it a minute. Yoke carry 40 feet.
I mean, nothing. Get to it and carry it.
Power stair only take. I mean, power stairs took what, 10 seconds?
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is an all out.
Yeah. Oh, she did see it. Your mom watched the show. That's awesome. I didn't put you in this week. I figured trolling you once was enough for the show. But we got to get you on. We need a guest segment with Lucy Campbell. Yeah, there's not too much to take from this other than we hope those weights are heavy enough to matter and separate the field. Number 3, tax collector. So obviously most of these are centered around like Scottish history or lore or things of that nature. And we talked on William Wallace and what Braveheart, like tax collector. I think they called them customers, but not like, it was like spelled different, basically like the tax man. And that really was part of the rebellion revolution, is like overly taxed because I guess if I remember this correctly, is that England would use these taxmen in the local towns or villages and basically like tax them, either land tax or whatever, and use that to really fund. Most of the time they use it to fund their own military.
Yeah, totally. Pull their own money for for whatever they wanted.
Yeah. It's what, even
tax us. We will protect you, and this is what you pay to live here, and will you do good things with that money?
Yes.
Sure.
Now for this one, we know all the weights, which is kind of nice. So you've got 10 back squats at 315 and 225. Well done. Well done, folks. Nice job. Guys. Nice job. 10 dumbbell snatch, 170. And then 10 sandbag cleans at 150 and 100. The only thing I'm curious about is what dumbbell they use for the snatches, because the last 2 years they've been using that modified sear bell.
Yeah.
For this movement, they had the single arm dumbbells or devil presses, I believe, last year. And then maybe it was just a shoulder overhead the year before.
Right.
So those could possibly be back. The lightest back squat weight they've programmed since the beginning of Rogue Invitational. Usually it's what, 4 or something?
Yeah, but not for 40 reps though.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, and for you programmers out there, that's the game you play, right? High volume, lower weight, volume, higher weight. It's a classic, just inverse relationship. But ripping off 10 back squats into the dumbbell snatch, into the clean, and coming back to the bar.
Right.
Round 3.
Yeah, the wheels are going to come off. Like the difference in time between round 1 and round 4, I think is going to be amazing.
Yes,
like almost 2 to 1.
True.
I mean, everyone will go. So the first round, everyone will go so fast, and I love the heavy events, but man, like this 4 rounds. Like if it was 3 rounds, it would be a completely different race.
Dance, I like these workouts so far. I do hope the yoke is crazy heavy. Me too.
Yeah, serious.
Oh, what if they used? Do you remember the most dangerous implement ever created? The games for the teams.
The yoke with the chains that had no stop on it. Yeah. Don't ever use that again, ever.
Bro, second obviously was the woodworms that just gave everybody cauliflower ears or broken fingers. But those floating yokes, watching those things come down was like a guillotine. Exactly. It was crazy. It was crazy. I am curious because I think this is the last event on Friday. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it's 3 events each day. Is that okay, we did the sprint chipper, comes down to log bar muscle ups. We did this unknown sprint odd object test in event 2. And now we come back to, it's maybe not a high power output one, but it's still heavy, high volume. I think after
There's
day
some muscular
1,
endurance on this one for sure.
right. I think event 2 and event 3 are in the same vein, but maybe different time domains.
Yeah, for sure.
In stimulus. But I would say is I wouldn't be surprised if the people who are successful in 2 are the same people in 3.
Oh, I'd agree with that for sure.
Not necessarily a bad thing. We got a whole weekend to go so far.
Right. You know, we've talked a lot. One of the things that has been coming up, probably the last 4 years now between games and Rogue and stuff like that is the 150, 100-pound sandbag between the men and the women. Women will be touch and going the 100, no problem. The men, that's going to change really fast, especially after the dumbbell snatch.
I think you'll and there's the other thing too. I didn't even think about that. Is like you got dumbbell snatch into a sandbag. Like you have 80 heavy hinges off the floor.
Yeah.
In the same event.
Yeah.
And not to say the power stair is going to feel the same thing, but like you're feeling a certain way after this. And someone asked how Danielle Brandon's going to do this because usually she has struggled with heavier back squats.
Right.
This isn't a weight where I see any athlete having a problem with on the back squat, but now just realizing cycling a dumbbell from the floor at not a light weight. And if it's the steer bell, it's a more different. I think it might be a skinnier grip, which could challenge you into the sandbag cleans. You're coming back after 20 of those hinge pulls from the floor back to back squats again. Like if your back isn't right, this is not going to be a fun event for you.
Yeah. And again, like we've said what the women can do on that, what's up, Matt? On that sandbag clean. And I just wonder, I really wonder if they will slow down or take a.
They're going to cycle the dumbbell.
Yeah.
Do they?
I wonder now before they've done it where they say you don't have to switch sides. It's like you pick whatever arm you want.
Oh, that's right.
So I wonder if they do that, or if it's 4 rounds, it's like, okay, all one arm one time, all one arm the next time. So you have to alternate it per round. Which I think would be nice for the athletes. I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm always in the vein of don't tell me how to win, but also, you know, don't go and blast one side of your body. So I do that for the athletes. You know what I mean? Like make them all have to do that. Wow, their backside.
My back just hurts looking at this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a surprise. My back's been hurting for weeks. So that will be interesting. Yeah, I think Sean said this is like waking up on Saturday will be very interesting.
Yep.
All right. Number 4, the Crux. Now, this one, as it pertains to Scotland, is that they have those like seaside cliffs in Scotland. There's a collection of them called the Crux, and I think it's like 3 of them that people will climb on. And depending on the height, also changes the difficulty clearly. And I think instead of something, it's like changes like what those athletes look like. It's like, yeah, you can get to this one, but only the people who get to this one up here, you know, they probably have forearms the size of Popeye.
Right.
That's where I believe the Crux is coming from. Now it says 20 and 18 calorie row. That's a pretty tight difference. Usually we've seen 2015. I think 20 and 16 is more applicable, but now you have a 2018, which, you know, these are some of the fittest people in the world, 20 of them. And then 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of bench press, and then 1 horizontal pegboard. So the cal rows stay the same. I'm assuming it's the cal row every round.
Yeah. No, totally. So 2015, 2012, 29. Yeah.
And then 1 horizontal pegboard. So it's going to be a total of 5 of these. I'm assuming it's the same length that they had last year. I think anything shorter would be
I think it'll be that exact same setup. I.e., if you got your ass handed to you last time, hopefully you've done a little bit of practicing.
Bill, this is how good our viewers are getting at picking up on things. William Wallace 3, Axe Collector 4, Crux 5. Nice
you
job.
guys are
Nice
super sleuths
job.
out there. Super sleuths.
All right, so this is 15 down to 6. I think 12, 9, 6. This is 45, right?
Yeah.
Is it 45 reps? 21.
Yeah, 27, 36, 42. Yeah, 45. Yep.
Okay, 45 reps. 45 reps of bench press. We don't know the weight. What?
225, 155.
Okay. Knowing Josh, you'd probably say that. Do you think that's too heavy?
No.
Well, yeah, you're the wrong person to ask that question too.
I mean, no, I don't think that that's too heavy. I don't think it's overly. What was the bench press when they did Linda? It was
205.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Or maybe it's
And
195.
I was just thinking the 18 calories for the women. I think that might be for the 100-pound sandbag that they just did before that.
Oh, all right.
It kind of evens up the score a little bit.
Yeah, fair.
Dude, I like this one a lot.
I would love to do this one. Yeah.
I think this one is so cool.
I would like to do this one.
What's interesting is that it's really going to be two totally different races. The people that have the pegboard, the people that have the pegboard, it's like, okay, now you can actually row and like get going. And same thing with the bench. Those that don't, it doesn't even matter what you do on the row. Like you need to be as fresh as possible. 135, Larry.
Yeah, 145 at least. Well, here's the thing. Like women's bench to men's bench are vastly different.
I know, I get it.
It's not like
I still think it would be fine. I still think it'd be fine.
Sean.
Dude, 270. What?
If you're making Bill, if you're making Bill drop his jaw, that's funny. Yeah, 225, maybe 145 for the women in that arena. I don't know. Maybe they do pick the weights that they had for Linda when they did regional Linda. I'm pretty sure it was 205.
I think it was. I don't think it was 225.
Linda's usually bodyweight bench press.
Right.
I want to say it might have been 185. Oh gosh, Alex Kazan. Yeah, true, but you don't program for one person.
Right, totally.
Kazan has a bench. That's true.
205, 145.
205, 145. Yeah,
I think that's what it.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's what it was. So maybe a step up from there.
Yeah.
I mean, Rogue's always heavy. But yeah, I would like this one. I'm curious how athletes will row, or if it's just going to be a recovery in between the bench press.
I think it's going to be a recovery. I think you'll be able to make up more time being rested for the bench because when you break, if you have to, you'll break at 12 and 9 probably. That break could be long.
Okay,
and you can. I think you can make that up. I think it.
Goes to are you?
195, 135. Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty close.
Ghost spitting out stuff like the spirit of JR.
Sean, that is a lot. This is a lot, but just not being. I've done 10 to 1 with bench.
All right, here's a question. A lot like what we talked about, heights and weights, heavy double unders are not in the first chipper, where we want them to be moving quick. We don't want anybody to be standing around or taking big breaks.
Yeah.
Would this, especially with maybe making the row matter more, actually be better for a 5-rounder of all this? 100 cals on the rower, 45 on the bench, 5 of the long horizontal pegboards. Would it actually be a better challenge if it was a 195 or a 185 for the men? Because round 1, no one's going to have a problem. But I've done, remember the row bench one back. I think they programmed it for the age groupers one time. Like you
Yeah.
come back to the 12, that is a different workout.
Yeah, round 2 is tough. Round 2 is tough always. I agree with what you're saying, but I think that it comes down again to the pegboard. I mean, there were only last year,
Even
there were
now
only
after last year?
yeah, because look at last year, there were only a couple people that actually knew what the heck that they were doing, right? And I don't know how many people are gonna be doing any sort of real big training to get one other event. You know what I mean? Like, one event in one event.
Richard,
Where else has anyone done a horizontal pegboard?
well, okay, so here's to that point, think about how far we progressed with the pegboard, say, from the 2015 CrossFit Games to the 2016 CrossFit Games. All of these people should have been because the horizontal pegboard was the new thing in the late announcement where no one really had time to practice.
Right.
So if you had it, you were great. If not, you sucked. And it was a massive difference. Everybody should be great at this now, and there's no excuse. So would a 225 bench just make it only a bench press test?
I guarantee you there are gonna be people that still suck at it.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, some people
I no, I mean, like, I bet we see people get hung up where they just get stuck.
Really? All right.
I think that we will. I do think that this is a bench press workout. The whole thing. Even if the bench was light or lighter,
Yes.
it would still be a bench press workout because what do you
I agree.
okay, so in 20 calories, you beat me by 5 seconds. Okay, I can make that up getting to the bench and not stopping on the bench and going unbroken and not pausing. Like, I can make that up. So
Yes.
no matter how you do it, it ends up coming down to the bench press. I think that with the pegboard, that's the separator between the people that have practiced it and are now able to race and then can't. So it's not a pegboard competition anymore or a pegboard race. It's a bench press race. And the calorie row is just to give you a little bit of a reprieve so you have a little bit of time between your bench so you can get back on there and go. And same thing with the pegboard. I think that's just a break in the middle.
I agree. No matter where you slice this, it is going to come down to the bench press. I think if you add more weight beyond something like 95, 205, like in that 225 era, it just like compounds how impactful the bench is and then how worthless the other things are.
Yeah.
Because I think at 185 or say Linda weights.
I would be fine with that. Like, I'm not saying it has to be 225. That was my initial, like, that's what I would call right out of the gate. 225, 155. I would call that.
And
but
so
I 100% get the 205, 145 too. The Linda weight. Or the 195, 130. Okay.
The Linda weight, I couldn't do 15 in a row at 195. I would need one break. I think I could row on 20 cals fast enough to earn that break and not lose ground. Or, I mean, obviously I would lose ground.
Right.
I rode fast. I get there first. I take a break. Now I'm in second or third, whatever. Pegboard, whatever. But as every round goes, that row actually becomes more and more important.
Well, you're right. Because towards the end, that's going to become the longest element of the event. Yeah.
So maybe having a weight that you might be able to do. I think a weight, whatever the weight is, a weight most could, or some could, most might, some won't.
Guaranteed you, dude. If it's 195, I could do that right now, unbroken, all the pieces.
God, that's so impressive.
Me. That's old guy. And okay, I get that. Like, I'm okay at bench. I'm not spectacular. I'm okay at bench. These are the fittest people out there.
True.
And it should be that you're riding the line of, are you going all unbroken or not? Like, I think this is a bench press. No matter what weight you put it at, it is a bench press element that's in there. I do think that that's important.
Yeah.
But I think that it should be.
Oh, good point, Lucy. Because as the bench decreases, you'll be getting to the pegboard a little quicker.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever the weight is, right?
Yeah.
I think using that at least model of some can go unbroken at this weight. Most can't. Or say most are like maybes they could. That's more of like a should could scenario.
Yeah.
And then some won't, right? You get a little bit of everything.
Right.
Then in the 12, it's like, okay, those that did, were they supposed to?
Right.
Because if you do 15 and you max yourself out, bench press doesn't come back. It just doesn't. And so, I didn't break in 15 and I had to take 3 in the 12 because it like isn't bench press fatigue a weird feeling? I mean, I don't know if you have it because you're talking about how to do it. For me, I'll say this. For me,
well, yeah, it's called bench press fatigue. Is called a fail. someone's like pulling it up or whatever. Actually, you know what? That's a good question. What are they going to do? Are they going to have the setup with the straps so that like they can't touch it, and then like they have what two? They're gonna have to have someone lifts it back up again.
Yeah,
I get it back to the rack.
225 is too much.
I'm still voting 225, but I hope it's 205. I hope it's 205.
205 would be solid. Yeah,
205, 145. That's my guess.
And then the 963. Now you're taking gambles.
Oh yeah.
Like you do 7 on the round of 9, and that comes down. You're not doing 2. You're going to do 1, and then you got the rest again. Also different is like doing with a barbell. It's like the fatigue element of push-ups. We've all been there, but we could like worm our way around a push-up.
Right.
Can't do that with the bench press.
Oh, I've seen people.
I'm curious to see how this goes.
Bench press.
Yeah, that's true. You could. I think it's like, are they going to make your feet in a certain position? What's that going to look like? Are they going to put plates for the women who can't, because driving through your feet is a big part of.
Yeah.
Are they going to make your hips stay on the bench? Are they going to limit how far wide you can go? Is there going to be a spotter every time? So if they touch it, then the rep doesn't count and they just re-rack it for you. There's so much.
Yeah. The standards will be interesting on that for sure.
All right. That said, I do like it.
I do like it too.
All right. The
TBA, Duel 5 I really like that one.
TBA. The Duel 5 is back. Now think of what we've done so far to this point. We did chipper of double unders, handstand walk, GHD sit up, box jump overs, bar muscle up. We had a pull. Then we did the sprint on object one with the log, clean and jerk, heavy. Well, we assume heavy yoke and then stair climber. Right. Okay. Then we did all the squats and hinging from the floor. And now we just did a lot of bench, rows, and pegboard. What would you like to see in the duel?
I think because of how they'll have it set.
I've been thinking about what we've seen in the past as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking like, what was the one that they did in Texas? They did the
so we
they did the echo bike and the snatch and the
no,
it was the overhead squat.
It was heavy double under. The very first one was heavy double unders, squat snatches, and then a heavy sandbag to a pedestal.
Oh, that's right.
That was year one. Right. Year two, it was.
What was the one that Vellner messed up? It was an overhead squat, wasn't it?
There was there was a. I don't know if they had the rope climb. Yes, I think it was a rope climb. The rope climb overhead squat. And then there was something else at the end. Oh, the loader.
Oh, remember? I do like that one. That was cool.
And the loader, but the weights were stupid for the overhead squats because it was so light, and then it just depended on your judge, no repping you or not.
Right.
Then they had the log over unders.
Right, the over unders.
They were supposed to have rope climbs that year, but that was the year of all the rain.
That's right.
And it was more a sprint into something else, or was that where the loaders were?
I don't think.
Last year was the burp. I know I'm missing one. I'm missing the year after that first one. Last year was the burpees over the bale.
Yeah.
Sled sprint stair.
I think that there will be rope climbs in this one because they didn't have it on the last one with the weather.
Okay.
The one that, so I think that they'll do a rope climb. I don't know, since Gabby blew her Achilles out on that one. I don't know if they'll do the over the bale. I don't think they'll do that.
No, but they should retire that forever.
I like the sled. I thought that was cool that they had the sled. So rope climbs into the sled into, you wanna know what would be interesting is a really heavy, like, farmer's carry, like a farmer's walk.
Mm.
Instead of, like, kinda like the stair like the power stair thing, but instead of having to lift it up, you have one in each hand. So whether it's
Mhm.
150-pound kettlebells on each hand, and
Yep.
you gotta go a certain distance, something like
I would like that.
that would be pretty cool.
I would like that. I would love to see the logs back. I don't think they have the real estate to bring
Yeah,
the over under logs back because they did it in the
yeah,
grass and they're not going to do that. They might do it over turf. That's a possibility depending on how they set up because they usually have that 50-50
yeah.
turf rubber flooring that the Big W copied like everything else. Um, Farmer carries would be cool. Easy. And here's the thing, the important things for the duel. Easy to judge. Not one thing takes over the other. I mean, last year we knew who was going to win the duel before it even started. You know what I mean?
Totally.
We knew Guy was going to win. The year where they had the over under logs and the loader, we
Yeah.
knew who was going to win. And I would like to see something that takes the judges out of it. It's fun to watch. It doesn't automatically tell you who's going to win because the whole buildup is that we don't know who's going to win.
Right.
Instead of just like, I wonder if he's going to mess up. And then, gosh, I hope they change the format where they flip men and women, please.
Oh my gosh, for timing. God,
Not
please.
sit there
Yes.
for minutes watching a 37-second event for 4 hours. Oh, what would
And
be good?
they're gonna do it. They'll go down to where everyone's winning, and
Yeah.
your winner is out there winning the whole time, and then you have to have the last two go again.
Yeah.
I always hate
I
that.
know they had the handstand walk. I always actually wanted to see this. They had the handstand walk in the first event, but if they did like say a down and back farmer carry for 40 meters, and then the last part was just a 20-meter sprint on your hands to get to the finish line, and then something before that. Make it a bike.
Yeah.
20 cows on the bike. Farmer carry, handstand walk sprint. Maybe they will bring back the bike.
I think that would be a good place to have it. I mean,
That'd
like,
be tough because the cows
heavy power output.
yeah.
I mean, don't put a lot on there. Make it so that, like, they just have to go crazy for 15 seconds.
The hard part there is if it's low. Like I think 12-9 is low enough. Even 15-10 at the weight or
Yeah.
15-12. The problem is they're going to be going so hard. Those cows jump like 3 or 4 at a time, and you just got to hope that your monitor catches it at the right time.
Well, that's why you have to have just enough to where it does. Like, maybe you gotta go, yeah, like 15,
Yeah.
12, 15, 10.
I do like
Just
the
to
farm
get
carry
that.
concept.
But that'd be
What
cool,
about
though.
like a pig flip?
I think it would be too slow for what the duel's supposed to be doing. I was thinking about that, actually. I was thinking, like, if they already did the sled, maybe they could do the pig, but it ends up being too
Like
slow.
3 of them.
Even still,
Really?
I like, it's cool. I like what it is, but, like, you wanna see this isn't you're lunging to the finish line with the drama that way. You want them just going, like, breakneck speed, like,
What if that's the buy-in? 3 flips to the farmer carry, although that's weightlifting.
No, because then you just stop. If you know you're not gonna get in, you just stop.
What about ring muscle ups?
I think ring muscle-ups would be good, but I think
Oh,
you'd
no, you
have
said rope climbs coming
sprint.
into here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be pushing out. That was too hard to judge.
Yeah. Lady heavy list, lady heavy list. That's really funny. Love the power stairs. I love the power stairs too. I really did. That was fun.
Thor's hammer, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right. There's some ideas. I guess it kind of depends on what we did in the previous one. What did we do? We just did cow row, bench, horizontal pegboard. Event 5 is the duel. The last event for the day is 1,000-meter skier buy-in. All right. I'm just going to say this as steadily and as calm as possible in a constructive way. But We started the day off with a 15-12-9-6. And now we're finishing the day with a 12-9-6-3-1.
Which doesn't
Two
do the
things.
math.
We just did the same thing rep scheme wise twice in one day. The second one is that one makes me so upset to see, because it's a 12, drop 3, drop 3, drop 3, and then 1.
Up 2. I know. I knew you couldn't handle that one.
There's no need. Because look, if you go 12-9-6-3, that's 30. Why does it need to be 31? So wall facing handstand push-ups, deadlifts. You think it's just going to be straight wall? Do you think it's going to be straight wall facing handstand push-ups or that hybrid? Now, last year they announced the hybrid complex. It was like wall walk handstand push-up.
I think it'll be. I think. Well.
Or is it going to be deficit? Because if it is just this, that is way too easy. These athletes are going to go so. If it was just, it has to be deficit.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That will be a mess.
I think they should take the ski erg out already.
Oh, I know, the buy-in is ridiculous.
Because you could use that somewhere else. I mean, you could use that on the duel.
True. Ski flip carry?
Yeah. Or ski rope climb carry.
Yeah.
Pull down, pull up.
Yeah, 1,000-meter ski erg. Again, guys, like I thought everybody was on board with the monostructural buy-in thing. Of course, it could depend, right? If this is just wall-facing handstand push-up 31 rep Diane, then that ski erg is really going to matter.
You need to get the lead. You need to get the lead on this.
Okay, so that I'll reserve judgment on the buy-in until I see it. I will not reserve judgment on the
on the one. The one is dumb. There's no need.
Come on, guys.
There is no need.
30 looks so good. So I have to assume it's deficit, and deadlift being at minimum 315 minimum.
Yeah, but we already didn't we? What was it? Oh no, we had back squat at 315. That's what it was. Yeah.
Maybe 365. I'm just looking at the one.
You're so funny.
Just can't get over it.
I can tell you can't.
And I'm trying to say it nicely. Like technically I'm shitting on it, but just, it's going to look so ridiculous. 3-1-1.
Yeah.
455. Sean, you're high today.
Dude, yeah, that's a little much.
Both Sean's are high today. 425? No. 365 would be...
That'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I feel like they've done that before. What is the mule? Is that 315 deads and burpee pull-ups? 2159 or something like that? That was your year, 2019. Yeah. And they brought it back in 2021.
I like that one.
Okay. So you have deadlifts here, wall facing handstand push-ups, ski erg. We'll see. I'll say like 6 4-inch deficit wall facing handstand push-ups and 365, and what's the 245?
Yeah.
Deadlifts for the women with a buy-in that, we'll all just wait for 4 minutes till the workout starts.
Yeah, everyone is saying like that it would be an increasing weight. So the one the one still doesn't matter because you don't need it. Like it doesn't need to be there. Right. We're not getting a 1 rep max. Like we're not building to that. So like the race is the race.
Yeah.
Because now again, like at that point, it's transitions for the sake of transitions, and it doesn't need to be there. It can end. It looks just as complete going 12-9-6-3. Stop. Then 12-9-6-3-1.
Yeah, the one is inexcusable to me.
Or
now,
go
the double rep team in the same day. okay, I would have less of a guff about it if it was increasing weight and increasing deficit. So say it's just a row of bars down the field.
I mean, if you wanted to like stick with your twos, it'd be 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1.
Still the one, like.
Well, I know, but
Well,
at least
unless
it's
it was really heavy.
it's even all the way down, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Or if you wanted 5 rounds, then, you already did the same rep scheme. Just keep it 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Then you have it. Then at least you have a Diane reference.
right.
Now I'm more upset. We wanted 5 rounds. Okay. Want to do heavy wall facing Diane. 315 and
I think that would be fine. And you move your barbell down as you do your deadlifts.
Does this? I'm curious how this affects Laura's weekend. Because all the other ones she's gonna crush.
Right. Well, if it's deficit, it will.
The back squat one.
She's just gonna sit there and look.
So we'll see. Okay. I will. Oh, and the other one. This is me being a nitpicking asshole. So I'll just preface this. Pay the Piper. Like Pay the Piper is a German fable, not a Scottish fable. And we're probably thinking bagpiper, but that's not what they were talking about. It's a German fable. Had nothing to do with bagpipes. Granite City is the nickname for Aberdeen, by the way. If anybody wanted to know. Event number 7
on all this stuff, dude.
Jeez, I want to show some respect. So if I am critical in certain aspects, I also want to show Katie and the team that I have taken the due diligence to know where your event names come from.
No, I appreciate that, especially since I was coaching class and you're like, "Yeah, we're going to talk about it." You have all this information. I'm like, "Hey, what's that next one? I haven't even seen it yet."
Text Bill 90 minutes ago. We're like, "We're doing a show today because we haven't done one in 2 weeks." All right, so starting on Sunday, TBA. Ready for this? I think this is the long one. I think Granite City is where they go run around the area outside, is what I think. We have not ran there. Yeah, I don't want to say always, but they do a good job of maybe it is always. They've always had a long run event, and it usually has to do with bags being carried. And maybe it's long runs in and out, and they do some type of like stone carry, or do a lap, put a stone here, do a lap, put a stone here. I mean, the stones aren't made out of granite. Good Lord, that'd be expensive. But I think this is the long one. I think it's in and out of the arena. They're running. They may be doing some type of carry or a bag. They do that constantly. I think this is the run.
I think that's a great thought. I think when I saw the name, I was thinking, okay, they're going to be carrying something or building something, and I could see if they are. You're right, they are running, but I could see that
Scottish G. We would say you have to pay. Everybody says that. That's my point. But it's not a Scottish thing. It's a German thing. We say that. Was my point. But I'll defer to the Scott on the show because I just read, and who knows what we read these days.
Totally. I could see it being. I don't know if it'll be a carrying thing. I could see it being a run a certain distance and then have to move some stones or pick up a stone or place a stone up on a pedestal or something like that.
Let me see.
Maybe that's because I'm thinking about the farmer's carry for the sprint that I want.
I was trying to see who sponsors this one. I was like, if Go Ruck is the sponsor of event 7.
Oh yeah, then you know it's
Ruck for sure. They are not. They are not. It's sponsored by Mod Tub. Oh, Scottish, you're right. It is the Pied Piper. But Pay the Piper is a riff off the Pied Piper. So it's still the same, right? Pay the Piper is a riff from Pied Piper, which in turn is a German fable. Okay. Yeah. Paying the Piper at your funeral. Okay. I like that.
So if you say you paid the Piper, it says you're just saying you're dead.
Yeah. Well, paying the piper usually is like you have to paying the piper is like you have to basically like confront whatever it is
It's
you
hard.
did. Yeah.
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 All right. All right. Thank you, Scottish. Thank you. I
Nice
stand
job,
corrected.
dude.
This is
Nice
just
job.
that's what I read, and I should have asked for somebody else. Anything else on this one? Assuming it's just
No.
that's the long one.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Okay. Double bogey. Obviously, it's a golf term. And is it St. Andrews is the major golf course out there? Is or is it Ireland? I don't know. But golf was invented in Scotland. So double bogey, which I do often. 10 rounds, 8 overhead squats, 6 burpees over the bar. No weight has been designated. So, Bill.
185, 135.
Nah, that's a good weight. Yeah, I like that one.
Because you want to move in. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's too light, then the squats are going to get nasty, and it's going to be too hard to judge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that the lightest would be
155, 105?
I actually was thinking 165, 115.
Okay.
At the lightest. 185 and 135, that's a good weight. Yeah, that is a good weight.
For these guys, yeah.
Yeah. That is good. Rob, I actually agree. Just a nice classic run. Not a weighted run. Everything's so heavy already at Rogue. But that's their thing, right? Now, 155, 105. I mean, 80 reps. God, 80 reps at 185. What's the Linda version they did in the online games in 2020? It was 185 and 135, but was it 5 rounds of 15? So 75 total?
Yeah. That was an ugly one.
Yeah.
I really like that one though. Mm-hmm. I think that's they'll all snatch it up and they'll be able to make their way through it.
Snatch the first one, hit 7 more. Burpees only being 6.
Yeah, that worries me a little bit, which makes me think that it would be a little lighter.
Right. Because with a heavier weight, you think you'd offset that with more burpees.
Yeah.
I mean, a 165, 115 would be disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
I mean, it wouldn't put it past the 185, 135.
Yeah.
But a 165, 115 with 6 in like, again, we said is like, we don't want to see a lot of people standing around doing nothing. It better not be 135, 95.
No.
Oh gosh.
I think the 155, 105 would make it to where everyone will for sure go unbroken every single time, and they won't be standing around. Like they will race it. I think that's an easier number than 165, 115. Like just as far as like putting it in there, I see Chris and Josh and Katie going to that number better than 165, 115.
Well, 165, 115, they might have used 105, but when they did games, Nancy, with 25 reps.
Right.
Was it 25 reps they did at those loadings?
Yeah.
You might have the weights wrong, but I know it was heavier than 135. And Nancy's usually done it 95.
Yep.
And 15 reps. Games, Nancy, are brutal. Okay. Kind of a little placeholder here before we get to the final, which we don't know. Usually it's short. Usually it's heavy. Usually it's quick, as all finals should be. I think the best final they ever did was the clean double under one. Remember that one?
Oh, that one was so good. Did they pulled it all inside because of all the weather?
Yeah. That was when you were on Team Laura.
It was. Man, I flipped so hard on those two. Like it could not have been a harder flip.
At least you admit it.
It's like it's humorous to see that I went complete. I mean, like I don't think I've 180'd on anything in my life that much.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Now, Ryan, the other part about it being too light is that it's too light for the athletes to move well. That's more of what we're saying. All right. 8 reps at 135 and 95. We saw what happened at the Duel a few years ago. It's just going to be a problem. And what the weights at games when I agree. Everybody said that 165 and was it 155? It was 155. 155, 105. Like we knew what that was going to turn into.
Yeah.
It was great.
The final, I could see pig flips.
Ooh.
I could see that there. That would make sense to me for that because you want the the steps to get to whatever the finish is to build that drama and to push that that level. That would be a good place
Pig
to have
flips
that.
would be cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to be something. I'm not putting this event on. Is something like that, something exciting. Like again, the double under clean one was a very exciting one. The ascending weights, the double unders that you couldn't miss or you were going to lose. Like that was one of the most intense finals, just with what was on the line and what we were cheering for.
Yeah,
that I've seen in a while, a long time. A previous year to that, I think they had heavy grace, which I didn't enjoy. It's like, oh, the races were great. I'm like, yeah, of course they were. But it wasn't an exciting event. It was so close. It's like, yeah, it's just clean and jerks. And then last year was a bit of the same. It was at 15, 10, 5 of the sandbag cleans. So
I hope they don't have lunges. I'm so tired of lunges on a final. Dude, I'm over it.
That's fair. It is a good show, though.
I mean, I get it. I understand, but it's like, okay, we got it. Not every single final has to have lunges.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
What if they do pig flips into maybe they could have had this on the in the duel. The killer cage.
Oh yeah. Because we haven't done a lot of, they got to put muscle ups or something there. Like the only thing we've done that is at least listed is 20 log bar muscle ups or 16, 5 lateral pegboards, and that's it. Yeah. There's no pull ups that we've seen. We don't see pull ups yet, toes to bar, rope climb, ring muscle ups. We see we've got handstand walk, we've got burpees, we've got handstand push ups. 3 events that we don't know so far, or 4, 3.
Well,
Duel,
3. Granite City in the final.
Yeah. So 3.
We have 2 for pulling, and I think if you want to have any sort of real pulling in, it's going to be in the last one because I don't think the pulling for speed will be. I mean, maybe a rope climb, but as far as like muscle, I just don't see it in the for muscle ups there.
Yeah. Short, quick. Because if we do the long one to start the day on Sunday, long monostructural one, then you have a classic couplet squats, and you've done this, assuming this is heavy monostructural to start the day, weightlifting, gymnastics, couplet on the heels of that, some type of mixed modal one to finish.
Yep.
Okay. We shall see. This is only Monday. These things will get released often. And that's it. I like them.
I like them too. And I also and I can appreciate the fact which it makes me wonder about the Granite City one a little bit because Katie made a big point of saying we are not trying to crown the fittest.
Right.
It's not what we do. So they don't need to make sure it's as well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
They can do whatever they want. I mean, and whenever I think it's I don't want to say it's a cop-out. It's smart for an event to say this is what we're doing because then it's on the athlete realizing they're like, hey, I mean, it's Rogue. You have the strongman competition. It's supposed to be heavy. That's what their deal is.
Right.
Like, know that. Don't think that you're going to go in there and have some light, open style event. You shouldn't.
Right.
Because that's not what it's for. So
yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Rob, I was thinking that. So he says you put running and muscle ups in event 7. I was thinking that, or some type of modified muscle up biathlon.
Yeah.
Just longer and more reps because everybody's going to go 18, 15, 12 unbroken now, which is nuts. But
well, they could do the one like that Dave did,
mm-hmm.
with his 10 rounds of 200-meter run and 3 ring muscle ups, a version of that,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Nicholas, Bill, and Chase, are you guys ever going to do a high rocks? I probably will.
Why?
I probably will.
I don't want to be bored. I'd get bored.
The same reason why I did a sprint triathlon, just to do one. Yeah.
I mean, cool. Whatever you want to do, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never say no to anything. It's just a matter of I would have to get the itch to do something like that.
Yeah. Do I have it on the schedule? No. Will I probably do one in the future? Yes. I mean, I did the freaking row marathon once.
Right.
I'll do it
together.
Together. That would be fun, little pairs.
That would be fun. It would be fun to do a team. That would be fun to do a team.
I would definitely sign up for that way sooner than an individual. A pair
without a doubt.
With you, not with anybody else.
Right.
There we go. I like that, Nick. All right, that'll do it for us today. I think Savon might be doing a show tonight, trying to improve on how amazing this podcast was. The Sport of Fitness podcast will be live back on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central. So all the guys that showed up for that, thank you so much. It really did mean a lot. Bill was right. I was super nervous, and having you guys there in the comments and everything was really cool to see. I think the CrossFit podcast will be live the next day. I believe they always go live on Thursdays. And then we'll be back. We'll probably do, we got to do Crash.
Yeah.
So maybe Crash on Thursday.
I'm definitely.
And then if I'm not mistaken, all weekend long, Savon will be doing recaps.
Yeah.
For Rogue all weekend long. So pay attention to that. I'm sure Bill will be on there a few times.
I'll try to hop in a couple of those. I have Joe this weekend, so we'll see what I can slide in.
That's right.
Get in
there. Yeah, we're not exactly announcing the location of the CrossFit Games to get 1,000 live viewers, but that was super cool. How those 1,000 live viewers has turned into a couple 100,000 views is up for debate for a lot of people. Had nothing to do with any of that. So I will see you guys live on the Sport of Fitness podcast on Wednesday. We'll probably be back on what do you think? Thursday to hit Crash?
Yeah, let's do Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday hit Crash, and if any other events pop up between now and then, you guys will be here for you guys. So thank you all for showing up. Missed the hell out of you guys. It's good to be back, and we will see you guys next time.